absolutely nutty, and it's names with which we're familiar, whether it's from the collision brackets themselves, the weeklies that we have, the DNAs, the Galaxy Gambit X collisions and whatnot, or it's just because they're names that have made themselves known either from Wi-Fi or otherwise. You have the Sonics and the Armadillos, and obviously the best Nesses, and you have yourself, of course, Suarez, who has been doing well online, as well as, just a Long Island legend. Is part of the reason why it's Jurassic Park. You have the Waddies, the Jakes, the Dark Falcons, 8-Bit Mans. The party is here and it's popping off in top 64. It's only going to get more hectic from here. Now, you mentioned BestNess versus Mr. Zercon itself not happening prior to this. The most recent result that Zercon has against the Ness was an 0-2 loss against Echo Fire. This was back in January, an online Olympus, but doing pretty well here, holding their own, although down in terms of damage right now.
Yeah, right now, BestNess going to be looking for that kill with up smash on shield, but Mr. Zercon, not going to be falling for it. You can easily go out of it, back throw, able to take it. Wow, Mr. Zercon was so ready for the PK fire. You can initiate and actually get the PK fire to activate on the grounded Lloyd Rocket. It's a really good way to stop Isabelle from, zoning you out a little bit too much, but Mr. Zercon got it. That can be room for huge follow-ups.
I have to think that, if you're going to beat Ness, you have to do it on the recovery, maybe putting your body out there a little bit. The pocketing of the PK Thunder, we have seen it a few times. We've seen villagers steal a few sets off of Ness through that exact means, and
it just means BestNess has to be so careful getting back onto the stage, but really at this point, Mr. Zercon has not yet been able to really set up one of those edge guards. So BestNess is just like chilling, a whole stock up right now. This is a huge lead to have.
I mean, BestNess playing with all the confidence in the world, willing to go up to ledge, maybe get Mr. Zercon to overextend just a little bit. Goes for the up smash there, goes around the world with the yo-yo, but it's going to be spinning around and sending Mr. Zercon off the stage, as well as a full stock lead, ostensibly, for BestNess as they get them by the ledge.
That was so good.
And that back throw is going to kill. That is one powerful blast.
But
from
speaking
the mind
of powerful,
BestNess.
What's even more powerful than Ness's back throw? That down tilt is no joke, man. Like, especially if you get it at the ledge where the opponent doesn't get pushed back too far, you can string like 12 of them consecutively. Each one does like 6%. It's a lot of damage so quickly too. Right now, BestNess gonna be looking for the stock off stage, only gonna have to compromise with the up air. Wasn't able to find a downer like he wanted.
Still able to grab that stuff.
Yeah, that was unsafe. BestNess was maybe looking for the shield break at that point. Thought that he had enough shield damage onto the board, but not quite yet.
Whoa!
Oh my god, this could be it. This could be the stock.
Zercon getting them at ledge. BestNess! Oh man, I was about to say, luckily BestNess had room for a mistake, but Mr. Zercon will absolutely eat you alive if they find the opportunity to do so. That F-tilt, good little reach there, but god.
Now ready to cover the high-angled PK Thunder. BestNess keeps on building the double jump off stage, and this should be the stock, but no, tries to go for drag down forward. Was not able to get the pop-up hit that they needed in order to be able to do that. When Isabelle or Villager pockets PK Thunder, I mean, it is a menacing projectile. It does so much damage and can kill.
Yeah, up smash.
No. What happened? Anyways, Neutral able to take that kill, but BestNess parried it. And then the second hit came out and still killed him.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things where it doesn't qualify as a as it parries multiple times, I guess. That's learn something new every day.
That's just ultimate. That is so unfortunate because I know up smash for Isabelle should be like a double hitting move. That did not feel good. I'm gonna be real with you. That did not feel good. That did not look good because it just kept on going regardless of the parry. That was an awful position to be in, but either way, really good stuff to BestNess, able to close out that game.
And if you're BestNess, then it's a good thing to learn, and you wind up getting the win from it. You had the room to make that mistake, to learn from it, and all the credit in the world to Mr. Zercon for making that happen with only one stock to go. But man, that's if you're Zercon, you can't be leaving it that late.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, like, as Villager, as Isabelle, the biggest thing is how can I set up these edge guards against Ness? And Mr. Zercon was in two positions to be able to take that stock, but then the execution slightly flubbed, right? We saw the missed F tilt on the air dodge. We saw BestNess being able to fight his way back on. So the biggest thing is like understanding, hey, how can I not actually respect Ness? And just keep him off stage as long as possible, because he eventually is going to use up the double jump. He eventually is going to use that PK Thunder that can be pocketed. Also, oh my god, that scene transition is beautiful.
Yeah, you gotta love it. On to Town and City, Zercon feeling right at home here, but it's not like it's terrible for BestNess either. And you gotta think this is going to be won or lost at the ledge for both of these competitors.
Okay, now BestNess just sort of playing back a little bit outside of the effective range of Slingshot, so really not going to have too much to worry about in that front. Mr. Zercon going to be respecting that falling PK fire. Incredibly safe if you cancel a little bit of that landing lag at the end. Oh, that's the classic, baby. That's the double bounce. Ness can press PK Thunder again. He can like tech it essentially, and it's an awful position to be in. It sets up into shield breaks. It baits options from the opponent. It's just uncomfortable.
And this is Mr. Zercon, who we have seen win, tournaments in the past. Maybe not of this magnitude, but maybe a little bit of a matchup struggle here for Zercon, and it's kind of the nature of the character. You're going to have your struggles if you are someone like Isabelle or indeed Villager, but that's I mean, you got to work around this somehow, especially against someone the quality of BestNess.
Just barely avoiding that pocketed PK Thunder, and I have to say, I really like the way that BestNess is cleverly like starting to opt for more PK Thunder projectiles when he notices that Mr. Zercon has something pocketed. But yeah, you gotta space those pockets. It's not completely free. It's definitely quite easy to land sometimes, but you gotta make sure you space it correctly. Otherwise, you'll just be eating a delicious hit.
Yeah, and BestNess still alive at 122 after getting hit. I believe that was the first active frame of up smash. I want to say it's somewhere around 9 or 10. Either way, Zercon able to take that first stock finally, but again, just leaving it late. BestNess, when they catch fire, no pun intended there, they burn bright, and it does not go out.
Oh, that tech chase on the platform and extending it with dash attack. Mr. Zercon is just moving around the stage so effectively. I believe that is now no double jump from BestNess. Still in range to be able to air dodge back onto the stage. That was a bit of a 50-50 whether or not BestNess would go through the mid-range directional air dodge or the PK Thunder from below. I would have liked to see Mr. Zercon just wait a little bit more onto the stage, but this is such a good stock for them right now.
Yeah, and BestNess really only able to get that little bit of chip damage, while Zercon closing the gap just a little bit. Might be getting them up to triple digits, will not get the opportunity, as they're just going to have to take that back throw on the far platform. And somehow, I don't